I'm in Monrovia, Liberia, and as you can see, there's a lot of rain at the moment, but for a change I'm going to let that be. That's the real world weather. So simple flight plan, we're going to check out a spiritual centre, a church, a bridge, an embassy and a military camp. So all structures actually. So structure 1 is the church, and that should be right next to the river, at a river bend. If I can zoom in on it, there it is, yep. So looking basically for 2 pink buildings in a clearing near the river bend. Waypoint 2, fly down the river to a bridge, across United Nations Drive, across also another river bend, then straight down along the coast really to the US Embassy. Yes, US Embassy. So it's going to be a bit hard to spot, but it's on the corner. You've got 4 buildings there in this compound. It's right on the bend, should be able to find that. Then the UN military base. What does that look like? It's got some distinctive looking buildings, and there's a training area, military training area. We're going to fly over on the way back to the airport. I'm not sure that will look like anything in particular. Anyway, it's something a bit different with weather and different types of targets. So let's see how we go, whether we succeed or fail. Okay, so we're ready for takeoff. I've got the map. Now is it displaying live weather? That's a good connection. And live flight data is another good connection. Just going to check the connection to the sim. And I'm still not seeing live data, just bear with me. I'll leave you with the map for a second. I'll come back here and yeah, just as I thought, I was too long setting up the sim. I've got to reconnect the simulation with the network. Now it's working, which will feed the map. You can see the maps become live now with aircraft. It'll come back into the cockpit so I can navigate. Cool. Now it's not very far, 23 miles the first leg, that's the furthest. I'll simplify the map. Offline, that's the version I want. Okie doke. Let's go. We'll break off. $70 knots, bit of left rudder, please. It looks like a big thunderstorm. 90, 100, wow. 110, let's rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. And we're flying. Keep the trim up a little bit. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge, but like I said, something different. And also I better keep low so I don't get lost in those clouds. Mike India Golf 1. Gotta keep turning. Turning, can't see much. Keep turning. There's the airport. Keep turning. Down at 500 feet we can see the ground again. And now we're tracking pretty much due northwest on track. The weather's clearer at the coast and we'll be coming back down that way. Okay, let's get this thing trimmed out. Check out the Recon cameras. Right wing. Left wing. outboard left, outboard right. That's already clearing up. How's that? And back seat. Yeah, look at the contrasting colours between the raining area and the not raining area. Very dramatic. Okay, we're about 10 miles into the first leg. It's all looking pretty nice. Very lush green landscape here, gotta say. Looks like we're going to be flying in and out of rain, which will be interesting. So we're clear here. Up ahead looks like more rain over the river. About halfway there now. Here we go into the rain again. Ooh, lightning. Now I'm doing 400 knots, so I'm going to slow down because we've got to try to see those two buildings, and we'll pass over them in a trice at this velocity. The trice is not very long. 10 miles out. Ooh, bit of white out there. So cool, little buildings of the right shape and orientation, you know. It's not really auto-gen, it's much more than that going on here. Mind you, back in 2004, auto-gen was a big new deal. 2002, I think we really started to see it. Flights in 2002, 2004, 2006, otherwise known as Flight Sim X, and then 14-year wait, and bought it was worth the wait. Now, here's the river bend coming up. Slow right up. Trying to get this off the port side, looking for the river bend, which is there, and so that clearing is the church. I think we're going to see it. It's going to the left wing. And back to the back seat. I think that's it there. Unless, of course, well, that's the right spot. Unless it was back there. Yeah, I can't say for sure. Okay, down the river to the next waypoint, which is a bridge. Gives you some idea of the difficulties of delivering ordnance to the right target. Even at very low level like this, it's hard to identify the correct building. Okay, 250 knots. We'll keep it slow for this next couple of legs. So we've got to find this bridge, then the embassy. The bridge should be coming up pretty soon, if it's rendered. I think it's there. I think I can see it. Definitely. That's a bridge. Yep, okay, we've got the second one, that's a definite. Nice. Now we're looking for the embassy, which will be, it's about 5 miles out. According to my nav computer here. A couple of ships out there too. Interestingly, the low-res map that I've got in the cockpit doesn't give me a good read on where it is. So I'm going to go back to satellite data. Yeah, now I can see it. So the breakwater I can now see on my map, which is here, this little harbour, man-made harbour. And looks like vehicle ferry, perhaps. Keep it around 200 knots. Long beach there, so it'll be on this next headland. So I picked the most easterly point on the coastline. A lot of buildings there. It's got to be, well, it's got to be one of these. Yeah, okay. You wouldn't know which one it was. Unless it's a tall building on the hill. But I think it's this compound. I reckon it's that, with the heliport. That's got to be it. Yeah, the heliport would be an embassy. There it is. Okay, reasonable confidence on that one. Okay, now we'll just whiz down the coast for a bit. Have a bit of fun. Check out the beaches, which look very nice, until we get to the UN encampment. Lots of people here with a beach view. Very nice and smooth. I just hope that OBS is picking up the smooth as I'm still tweaking these settings, referring to the OBS Wikipedia. So hopefully the video stream gets interpreted somewhere near as smooth as I'm seeing it here, which is just super smooth. Super duper smooth. Still lightning up there. Okay, slow up now because UN compound coming up. Now I've put the waypoint at the most westerly point of the compound, which we're approaching. Oh, that's cool. A couple of miles. Well, I guess we should see where, well, I don't know, maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Should be some kind of clearing. Fences, maybe. Instead, it looks like water. I think it's on that. I reckon it's just there. That looks kind of likely. Yep, that was it, I think. This has got to be it. That's got to be it. Yeah, that looks very much like a military base. And if I follow this waypoint to the airport, we're flying over the training area, which probably won't look like anything distinguishable. We'll see. Check it out, rain to the left, clear to the right. That's awesome. Let's use the wingtip cameras. Rain and lightning and clear. That's cool. And we're riding the storm. Yeah, that's a bit, well, I don't know, I think we're probably out of the training area now. They do such a great job of the how to follow this road. Atmospheric diffraction here. The moisture in the air is really lowering the chroma of the colours dramatically, quite incredibly. Let's go left wing, right wing, sorry. As we come out of the rain. Okay, let's crank it up and get permission to land. Channel 2, Channel 1, Mike India Golf 3, Mike India Golf 3, two twos off to the right. Okay, I'll sort that out when we get there. In fact, to help my feeble brain out, I'm dialing it into the HSI. 25, giving one eye on the altitude. 220. Got it. As we enter the rain again. Mike India Golf 1. And the airport, I believe, is in that cloud, or under that rain. Okay, he's more confident than me. Yeah, look, we're right over the airport. There it is. That's cool. That's low visibility. Okay, you said left traffic. So flying upwind now. Mike India Golf 1. Let's go crosswind. I'm going to keep it 500 feet so I can see the runway and downwind. Although out here it's quite clear. Pretty all over the place kind of circuit, but not to worry. We have UN approval to fly random patterns, something like that. Nice and clear out here. Okay, let's turn to final before I lose sight of the airport again. Gear down, full flaps, feed in the power. Yeah, it's, that cloud's right over the airport. Okay, I've been wary to use real world weather. Well, I did in some cases. There was so much fog and you couldn't see anything, but in this occasion it's worked out pretty well. Okay, so let's get lined up. .138, very fast, but I'm going to use that speed for some braking, aerodynamic braking. 1, 2, 3. 114, yeah, let's flare. We're flaring, we're 5 degrees up and we're settling 98 knots, that's not too bad. 3 knots fast. And be careful with the brakes in these wet conditions. And the steering, that's me, it's all on me. There we go. That was fun. And there's the rain back there.